Yes, now she's already mastered the American Smooth and wowed us with her Paso Doble.
As Caroline Quentin sails through to week 3 of Strictly, Caroline and Johannes join us now. Good morning to both of you. We will not keep you too long because I know you don't get that long to rehearse for this week. Caroline, are you just loving it? Because this is a dream come true for you, isn't it?
Yes, I'm sorry to be laughing like this, but we've just decided that I look like one of those dollies that people used to put over loo rolls. You know, the Spanish lady
with all the ruffles.
Knitted, that we all had to go. And he had one. He was a little boy. His mummy knitted one, and we had one as well. And I look like I'm just about to be on top of a loo roll.
Well, you looked amazing. You've got fantastic. We were saying then as we were watching it, we weren't saying that. We were saying she's got amazing dancer's arms.
Beautiful.
Thank you. If the legs can keep up, we're absolutely in with a chance.
Well, listen, so I mean, from the get-go, so from week 1, I mean, week 1 I always think is the most terrifying because you just don't know what to expect and it's the first time you're dancing out there live. But you got off to a brilliant start. You had great scores.
She did. She did. I was surprised about the scores. I thought we'll probably score here 5. But when those 7s came out, I was just like, it's a testament of how hard you've been working for that past 2 weeks. Look at her.
I know, so good. And is she a good student, Johannes? Does she listen? Does she work hard?
She's a fantastic student, and I'm not saying that because she's sitting next to me, but she really, she's a very strong-headed woman, but she takes direction so well. As you can see, I think the performances have been a proof of that. So really, I've been enjoying my time with her.
It's very nice of Johannes to say that, but we had our first Barney yesterday, and we're both still slightly ouchy from it because I got a bit. Okay, you know, it's quite hard sometimes to be told all the time by someone that is always genuinely right. It's quite frustrating. And I offered an opinion about a dance step and I was entirely wrong, but rather than back down gracefully, I just banged on about it. And he just got really annoyed with me. I was like, no. It's like, well, I know I'm right about this. And about 10 minutes later, I suddenly realised actually I was entirely wrong. So I think our honeymoon period's over, and I think it's going to be. No, actually, it won't, because I'm going to learn to be quiet and just bow down to period.
Holly hinted about the fact that this is a sort of a dream come true. As a young girl, you wanted to be a ballerina. Yeah.
I did. I mean, I went to, like a lot of kids, I went to ballet school and I was obsessed with it. I mean, every Christmas I used to get annuals with, you know, Margot Fontaine came from Reigate, which is where I'm from. And ballet was my absolute life and my dream. And I, you know, it didn't happen for various reasons. It didn't happen. I wasn't good enough. I wasn't tall enough. My body wasn't quite right for it. And suddenly now I'm having that real joy of dancing with a partner, because I never got kind of good enough to do partner work, so I'd never done lifts, and I'm doing lifts here with a partner, you know. And that's when you're a little girl, that's what you dream of. You look at all those pictures of girls in tutus being lifted by their partner, and you know, and also I get the person who's best at lifts in the world, and he needs to.
You wanted him, didn't you? Right from the get-go, you were like, Johannes, he's the one that I want.
Yeah. And I was right. My instincts were good because I simply worship him.
Aww.
Even when you're telling him he's wrong.
I particularly worship him when I'm telling him he's wrong.
So listen, you know, people lean towards either kind of preferring one thing or the other. So you either like kind of ballroom, you lean to that, or it's Latin, and you had the Paso at the weekend, and that wasn't your favourite one that you've done.
No, and I thought it was going to be. It was the most scary for me. I found that very difficult, now partly because it's a terribly fierce dance for a loo roll cover, and I think I found that quite difficult, being so very cross with Johannes all the time, because most of the time I'm just laughing. So it wasn't the easiest, but you know, this week we're doing musicals and movies, and so it's going to be, I think, probably more up my alley.
Well, this is going to be, Johannes, it's from Gypsy. It's one of Caroline's favourite songs, pieces of music. So Johannes, for you, starting off the work to get ready for the live show, I mean, this is a good position to be in, because a lot of it's about the head, isn't it?
Absolutely, and she's up there. She has embodied the character. There's a surprise for the audience on Saturday. I've just been loving the fact that it really feels like she's in her own world. And for that, I'm winning because we're in a really good place for Saturday.
I think we're hoping it's going to be super entertaining, given the weekend the world has had and that we're having in this country at the moment, which is just, you know, unthinkable. We're hoping that it's going to be super entertaining, really good fun, and just a moment of joy, you know.
Well, that is exactly what we need. And things have changed a little bit with production. I know they're all working incredibly hard to keep everybody safe, but you've got no audience this weekend, which will feel a bit different.
No Sam Farmer. My husband and my kids aren't coming. So that said, I mean, we are super aware as a team of people, of the dancers and the guests, the celebrities or whatever. We're all super aware of our audience. So in a way, I'm hoping we'll be able to look down the lens of the camera and still know that we're doing it directly for our, you know, for the millions of people that watch the show. And you know, the stuff you've been talking about this morning, and I was listening to Alice, and you know, I mean, it's you know, we're aware of that. You know, we are locked down, but we know what's going on out there, and we want to connect with our audience, even if they're not in the studio. We want to connect with them at home because, you know.
Well, you do that beautifully, and just the mere fact that, thank goodness, the show is on. Thank goodness there is something positive for us to look at. The costumes are amazing. Our design team have worked very quickly to put a little graphic together for you, which we're just going to show you this now, just to finish on this one. There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
We'll leave you with that.
Good luck for the weekend. Strictly Saturday, 7:25 on BBC One. Well done, guys. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye. Amazing.